Hey guys, K-Parser Precies here. Today, I got another GPU benchmarking video. Now today, I got the GTX 950, a 2GB GDDR3 gaming GPU from NVIDIA in the Maxwell 2.0 architecture, also known as the 900 series. Now this GPU has DisplayPort, HDMI, and two DVI ports, along with a full X16 PCI, like PCI 3.0. So, yeah, it's going to be better than the GT730 from the last video. Now, this does also require a 6-pin power connector, so, this GPU, this specific one won't be able to be a drop-in for, say, an Optiplex without an adapter or just a different power supply. But let's see how good this, budget GPU from, I think it was 2014, performs in 2022. Now, thankfully, this thing still has driver support. So the PC that I'm going to be benchmarking the GTX 950 in is my home rig, which has a i9-9900K and 24 gigabytes of DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM. As you can tell, I have it mixed right now because, well, for some reason, I couldn't really get another XPG RAM kit that was reasonably priced. So yeah, I'm also going to be running it with just an AIO on the CPU cooler, so it's going to be good. And yeah, so let's get into the benchmarks. So first up, we have the esports beast of a title, CSGO. Yes, I know this game is CPU bound, but yet over the years it's become more and more demanding on the GPU, seeing as it originally started out on a minimum of 256 megs of VRAM. Now you kind of have to have at least 2 gigs to run it at 1080p. Thankfully, the game was playable at a stable 105 to 135 FPS at about high-ish medium settings at 1080p. It's kind of strange because GPU and VRAM were pegged immediately whenever I even started the game up before we got to the match. But as you can guess, you can see that this is a bomb match. I think the figures from an online map. But as you can guess, this game was pretty great and it was pretty playable. So now on to the next game, Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is one of the newer Battlefield games coming out in 2018. Even though it's 4 years old, this game still looks astonishing and runs phenomenal. So I ran this game at 1080p medium in a public match on field, and at these settings the game ran like at 40 to 60 FPS during no storm run. Thankfully, the other people off screen weren't good, or else I'd play multiple matches. Thankfully I didn't, so it still runs great, and if you want to run it at low settings, probably get it up to 60 or 70 FPS, or if you want to run it at medium to high settings, at 1600 by 900, probably can. Now let's move on to our next title, Ready or Not. Is designed like this because it's still in design.
Copy, coming to you.
Talk to Element. Entry team, suspects have taken refuge in the area that are refusing to cooperate. Move in.
Series graphics cards and GCN1 cards from AMD, because they do not have the 12 support. They won't load it. So whenever you're launching the game,
drop the weapon now. Down on your knees. Get down.
Yeah,
I want to see hands.
other than that, the game ran great and didn't really make me pause.
This is the police. Hands up!
Eastern Front, an indie game released by M2H and Blacktail Studios in 2019. Now the game was
Unarmed contact.
Top reporting.
Hands up
Copy
now.
that,
Drop
entry
your
team.
knees.
Notifying morgue.
60 to 72 FPS. It was a pretty good and playable experience, even though I'm not the best
Unarmed
at
contact.
shooters, and
Be advised.
specifically these shooters from this
Can you
studio.
put your hands up,
I'm
please?
spying.
Still
Hands
was
up.
a good match and went great. As you can see, there were a couple stutters
Calm
from
down.
here to there, but nothing much to worry about. Even though the GPU and VRAM were pegged at 100% equal time, which can be a bit worrying, but you can lower the resolution down to 1600 by 900, and it would work. Anyways, now on to the next title, Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 ran alright at 1080p high settings. It was at 60 FPS, it was extremely stuttery and didn't really run well in my book, but it was whatever. Yeah. Other than that, the game was fine while I was driving around. But finally, the last question: I recommend you buy this GPU in 2022. To anyone who's getting into gaming, yes, no. If it's $80, don't. Get a GTX 960 or 970 or an RX 570. What if it's lower than $80? Go ahead, because this GPU is still at the price. Because this GPU can run every single game you want to run. Hey, Person PCs, signing out.